Hey, hoping to do a quick tutorial of how to enter grades in PowerSchool. So the first thing you'll do is go to your PowerSchool, right where you take attendance each morning, and it should say Power Teacher Pro under each of your subject areas. If it does not say Power Teacher Pro, you'll need to put in a help ticket to get Power Teacher, and they can do that really quickly. The other thing that you'll need to think about is if you have students that are in a class that might not be in there automatically. So automatically your homeroom will be in each of your classes here. If you have a student that's joining from another class for some reason, you'll need to email or put in a tech ticket to have that student added into the math class or whatever class that you need. Then to enter grades, if it is a social studies grade, that's the one I'm going to use because I currently don't have any grades in there. So you'll notice I have two social studies classes, and that's because I teach both of the classes at Pinewood Social Studies. So if I go into Power Teacher Pro and just click there, it'll open up right to an assignments page. I currently have no assignments in there, so I just click this plus sign, and I choose that it's an assignment. And then the first thing that I'm going to do is, because I teach both social studies, I want to mark both social studies classes, and that way this assignment is going to show up in both of those. If it was my math, I would just want it to be in my math. And then I can go to save and, and then I can click out of that. And then I need to make an assignment name. So the assignment name might be Levels Quiz. And then the category, I'm going to name it a quiz. That just helps to sort it out. And then the due date is usually the date that you took the quiz or had the quiz on. I keep this points at all times. And then if the quiz was out of 10, then I would keep it out of 10. If you wanted to add extra credit, you can do extra points. And then that would allow you to give kids 2 points extra credit. So you can see now that kids could get a 12 out of 10. If there was no extra credit allowed, then you can just leave it without the extra, 0. And then weight. Sometimes if it is a quiz or a test, I will weight it double because a lot of the assignments I do are out of 10, and so I don't want an assignment to be just as much as a quiz. So if my quiz is shorter, sometimes I'll do it times 2, and that I'll still enter in my scores out of 10, but it'll count them all double, which is kind of nice. And then lastly, this is up to you, but if you feel like if you look at Levels Quiz and you're not going to remember what that assignment was, you can just write down here a quiz over the levels, comma, students were able to use notes or something like that. With this, parents will be able to see these descriptions, so you might want to be cognizant of that. Then you just go to save and close, and you can click up here to score assignment. I typically just click here on Levels Quiz, and it will show you all of your students and their score. So then you just come over here, and if Carter, on the quiz it was 10 points, so he maybe got an 8, maybe Taylor got a 9. Sophia might have gotten an 10, but she also had the extra credit, so then Sophia has a 12. And now this is the score is invalid because I did not enter that she could get 2 extra points. So you would have to go in and change that weight if you wanted to. So maybe she got 10, maybe she got 9, and you just go through and click, and then you'll hit save scores. One thing you want to be aware of with this also is that any parents that use the PowerSchool app can access your grades. You will probably not share the password for PowerSchool until parent-teacher conferences, but if any students have older brothers or sisters, those parents can start accessing grades right now. So one thing that you want to be careful of is just looking at the points. Like this is max entry 10. So I had one time last year where I had the max entry of 20, but then I took it out of 10 for some reason. So I was giving kids like 9 out of 10, which would be an A, but because it was scoring this max entry over here, because that was scoring out of 20, it pulled up a bunch of E's. So then I got some parent emails saying like, oh my goodness, why did she get an E on that? And I realized I messed up the entry score. So just something to kind of be aware of. But that's pretty much how you enter your grades in, and then it will keep track as you accumulate those grades to give them final scores as well. So again, reach out to me if you have any questions. Hopefully this helped. If there's anything I missed, let me know. And then I'll always, of course, make sure you hit save scores. Thank you. Talk to you soon.